everyone, Namoji here. Been a while. Today was one of the biggest hacks in Twitter history. Thousands of accounts were broken into, including names like Apple, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Coinbase, Jeff Bezos, even Obama. Tweets were sent out from all these accounts saying basically the same thing. Send us Bitcoin and we'll send you a whole bunch more back. Just a side note, do people really still fall for that scam? Don't be one of those people. Now, at the time of posting this video, the address listed had received 12 Bitcoin, the equivalent of $110,000. It's suspected that a Twitter admin account got hacked and the user access panel compromised, targeting verified users. This hack should give us all pause. What if they instead decided to leak everyone's private DMs? Think of all the times you've talked about someone behind their back and how easily that could all be leaked. But what about sharing credit card information, a home address, naked photos? This private stuff is sent all the time on Twitter, and now it's all in the hands of hackers. If instead Twitter truly end-to-end encrypted all the messages on their platform, no Twitter admin, no hacker would be able to access it. True end-to-end encryption makes centralized platforms like Twitter safer, and even resetting your password doesn't give people access to your chat history. Signal is a messaging app that end-to-end encrypts every message. No Signal employee has access to anyone's messages, so this power could never be put into the wrong hands. This is our first lesson of the hack. If you want to message someone privately, use a platform like Signal that actually goes to great lengths to protect your privacy. Honestly, it seems like it's only a matter of time before our DMs and our emails are all leaked anyway. Do yourself a favor and start making smarter messaging choices. But to bring up a separate point, someone was playing God mode with our digital identities. And I'm not sure that Twitter has fully grasped the implications of this. The notion of our identity is transitioning. It's in flux due to technology. It's clear now how ingrained our identities are with our online presence. And they're going to become increasingly so. Today, thousands of digital identities were toyed with on an epic scale. The hacker chose to carry out a very unsophisticated scam, and to be honest, is probably the least impactful way that these digital identities could have been used. What if instead they had tweeted from Elon Musk's account that he was selling all of his Tesla shares, or from Trump's account saying that this is not a drill and there is an incoming nuclear missile? The importance of our digital identities should not be understated. If you think 100 years from now or even 10 years from now about how our digital identities will be managed, the idea that we would entrust them to a service that could be taken over so completely is ridiculous. Many people will think that today was just another hack, but it belies an inherent weakness in our current digital identity management. Twitter wasn't built from the ground up to be an identity management system. Email wasn't built from the ground up to be an identity management system. And yet, this is how we use both of these. They have a treasure trove of information because they control our digital identities. But along with that power comes great risk and liability. Companies make constant choices about how they use the information at their disposal. Telegram recently announced that they were temporarily refusing data requests from Hong Kong because of the introduction of the new security law. Signal responded by saying that they were never providing this information to begin with because they never had any access to any data that they could give. More companies should take a leaf out of Signal's book and reduce their own liability by putting users' data out of their own reach and by putting access to users' digital identities out of their own reach also. In the meantime, maybe people should start using Signal more in their day-to-day lives. When choosing platforms, part of our calculation should be the assumption that the platform will be hacked. What information of yours will be vulnerable if this happens? If companies aren't going to protect our digital identities, we need to start using products that do. If anyone's feeling suddenly more generous with all of this money that's being thrown around on Twitter, all of my crypto addresses are listed on my Cointr.ee page.